feeling right away, just a good energy.
If you have something to say, you can be heard, and it counts for something.
If you want to make a club, you can make a club. If you want to paint a mural, you can paint a mural. If you want to play the kazoo at lunch, I mean, no one's going to judge you.
We found a family here and a community that we would not have found at another school.
It doesn't end when the classroom ends, that you should try to apply it to your life, that you should see it in the real world, or else what's the point of learning it?
The overall goal is to work together to make not only their classes better, but to make the whole school culture better.
Education is about cultivating lifelong learners. That happens here in the most authentic way that I've ever seen it.
I just happened to pick up I think it was a Sunday paper, and there was new school was going to start in the old Polar Theater.
And I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if you had a K-12 continuum? Not something that was parallel or side by side, but something that was actually integrated with young children and older adolescents all going to school in the same place.
Converted from a theater, in other words, the theaters taken out and classrooms built in their space.
It was a process. Everything was a process, a process, a process. And there was no name. We started out with no name at all, except the Polar Theater School.
The struggles that we made as a staff to come up with a concept where it works K-12, it was a real struggle.
Thinking about how hard it was for us to develop that mission statement because we didn't have the same mission to begin with. But the thing that was common was that we all wanted a place where kids were more involved, had more of a role, more of a responsibility in their education. And I think that was the thing that was consistent in where we all came from.
I don't think that at the time the school district realized how many people really wanted a different option and wanted something new and something different. And when we first opened, we were pretty overwhelmed.
The people who came not for the building, but for the program.
It was exciting, it was dynamic, it was on the edge.
People that dropped their children off at Polaris that first year, to me, were very brave individuals and very trusting people.
If you want to do something, you have the power to do it, no matter if you're an op group or not. All it took is 2 meetings. We got a plan. We start putting paint on the wall pretty quickly. All it takes is that I have this idea, let's make it happen. It really doesn't take much, and that's going to be there for a while. You can have a lasting impact pretty easily.
I like Polaris because the older kids that I know sometimes gives me high fives.
I love coming here every day. It's just the highlight of my day. The biggest impact I've seen with kids that graduated from Polaris is that they walk away as individuals. They're treated like individuals, and so they're unique in their own way.
And there was the intensives too. The intensives were, those were opportunities to involve most of the school in Spanish language or dance or...
They get mixed up into different classes for a couple weeks at a time. They get new teachers. They meet other students that they wouldn't ordinarily meet or be with. And teachers are usually teaching something they're really interested in. And I think that changes the whole culture. I think we all get connected a lot better that way. Really? One word?
It's a tough one.
Oh, that's hard.
Pause.
Sorry, the word that comes to mind is terpsichorean, but it's not really related.
I can't come up with one word.
That's a hard question.
If I was going to describe Polaris in one word, it would be awesome, phenomenal, fantastic.
There isn't one word for Polaris. It's tie-dyed. It's everything. I mean, it's all the colors of the rainbow.
I guess if I would characterize the school in one word, I would say it's opportunity.
Challenging.
Openness.
I think community is the word I want to go with.
Atmosphere.
Cosmic.
As very holistic.
I hope innovative fits.
Progressive.
I guess I would go with a compound word. I would say open-minded.
Eclectic.
My word for Polaris is second home.
Connected. Connected, yeah.
When I think of Polaris, I think of creativity, I think of innovation, I think of just a whole big world out there.
Passionate. Passionate. Because from that passion is when teachers came up with projects that you wouldn't believe, still hitting the curriculum, still having goals and objectives, and coming about it a way that I, for one, never thought that you could actually achieve it that way. Passion when you'd have your student government meeting, you know, in the student operational group, and kids would come forward and they want to do something for the school because it helped other kids in the school. You know, I mean, passion. When parents would come together for a fundraiser and go, this is our school.
And to me, to be a part of that mission and a part of that process is such a gift.
Once you get out of high school, a lot of it's on your own. You're not going to have someone holding your hand throughout life. You need to take initiative, really. That's how you get far in life. And Polaris kind of starts you out really young. I mean, when you're in 4th grade, you're doing student-led conferences. You're the boss. You're telling your parents and your teachers what you did and how you accomplished that feat.
You have an incredibly unique opportunity at hand by going to Polaris. Your experience at Polaris can be what you want it to be.
Continue to be yourself, stand up for what you believe in, and if you believe it, so will they.
Always remember that you're a part of something greater than yourself.
I think what I'd like to see continue is that it does evolve and change, and that there continues to be an openness to change.
I get to work with a team of people that include parents, students, and teachers, and we get to create a space that is relevant to now. We look different now, today, than we did 20 years ago, and we're gonna look different 20 years from now than we do today.
You only get a few opportunities in life to do something that you say, wow, what a good and worthy work. That's how I feel about Polaris. I can say, yeah, what a good and worthy work.
My name is Jackson. I'm the future of Polaris.
My name is Atlin, and I'm the future of Polaris.
When we started Polaris, it was just a dream of a few people about what could be, and it evolved into raising these wonderful, wonderful groups of kids that can go out and conquer the world. And I just want people to remember that all these little kids in kindergarten and 1st grade are going to grow up to be these big kids that will go out and they will make a difference.